Hey everybody, and welcome back to another one of Mudflap's movie reviews. My name is Mudflap, and today I will be reviewing the final episode of Season 3 of The Boys. Let's get started. So we open this episode where we see Homelander finally finds Ryan hiding out, and he's just doing his best to convince Ryan to come home with him and to join him. Because after the events what happened the last episode, Homelander is realizing how important family is and what he's missing in life, and that's Ryan. He's always felt that Ryan was kind of stolen from him, and of course Ryan is a superhero, just like Homelander is, so there's always, so there's that common ground there. But yeah, just seeing Homelander reconnect with Ryan was really interesting. I didn't really expect, I was kind of hoping to see Ryan again before this season ended, and I was happy that we got to open this episode with a good interaction from Homelander and Ryan. But this episode was super awesome. Everything I was hoping for. It was just really awesome to see the team back together, but they all had different agendas. Butcher had his own agenda with Soldier Boy, but then MM had his own agenda against Soldier Boy. So part of the team was for Soldier Boy and part of the team was against, but we got to see an absolutely amazing fight at the end, and it actually was kind of a twist. There was a twist that I didn't expect to see, that kind of, I'm still processing what happened, but definitely didn't expect to see certain things happen during this fight scene. But for most of the episode, we get to see just different characters are just really going through some stuff. They're really figuring out more and more about who they are, but there's a lot of reconciling happening. Hughie and Starlight reconcile and get back together and just realize how important they both are to each other. Butcher has been pretty effective from what he saw, what Mindstorm showed him. We got to see more and more into Butcher's life, how he was raised, Lenny, his brother, and how he sees Hughie a lot like Lenny was, which was really heartfelt. I know Butcher is always a tough guy. He always really keeps Hughie at an arm's length, but there's a reason for that. But I think there's still a part of Butcher that really loves Hughie and loves him like he loved Lenny. So that was just a really special moment there. Of course, we got Soldier Boy. Just absolutely amazing job by Jensen Ackles. He was definitely my favorite part of this season, is seeing Soldier Boy in action, but also some twists and turns with Soldier Boy's character as well. And then Homelander, of course, just getting more and more creepy, more and more unhinged. I mean, it was one thing after the other for Homelander. And this season, he finally just got to the point where he just didn't care anymore because he had nothing left to lose, and that's when he was at his most dangerous. Also, we got to see more and more into kind of his hopes, as he actually really wanted to be a father. Like, he didn't really have a father figure. So having Ryan in his life was kind of the last chance to be a father, really. So the thing is, like, when I'm watching this show, it's kind of hard to cheer for somebody because none of these guys are good. Like, there's really no good guy when it comes to, Soldier Boy versus Homelander. They're both bad guys. Like, they're both just egotistical maniacs who know they're powerful. They know that no one can stop them. So that makes them the most dangerous. But I still like Soldier Boy over Homelander. Homelander just needs to go. Like, I really thought Homelander wasn't going to make it through this season, but that was kind of my hope for this season, was that they would finally defeat Homelander. But as everyone who's seen the final episode, we know that that's not the case. And going into season 4, I have no idea what to expect. I'm hoping we get to see Butcher really trying to get Ryan back. Butcher screwed up big time with Ryan, and I know that Butcher is feeling terrible for that. He broke his promise to Becca, and I just hope that there's some redemption for Butcher in the next season. Soldier Boy, I'm not sure what's going to happen with him now, but now Homelander is just like on the next level now. Now that Soldier Boy's out of the picture for now, Homelander has Ryan by his side, and this doesn't seem to look like it's going to be anything good happening there. Homelander is completely gone now, and Soldier Boy is really the only person who could really stop him. And so I don't know what's going to happen with Homelander, but my hope is Homelander finally snaps. Like, there was a really cool scene in one of the early episodes of this season where Homelander was just imagining killing tons and tons of people in the crowd, but he never did it. But I don't know, it just seems to me that at some point we're going to see Homelander actually kill a ton of people at a time, not just one person here and one person there, but he might just start killing people, tons of people at a time, because he's an unhinged, crazy person. Like, well, like he was gonna stop him now because Starlight's kind of out of the picture now. She's stepped down from Vought. There's really no leader for Vought anymore. It's kind of in a weird spot right now. I mean, really, Homelander's still the poster child, but after what Starlight has done with using their social media influence, nobody really likes Homelander. He's still got some fan base, but compared to Starlight and all the other members of Vought, Homelander is definitely the lowest on the list when it comes to fans actually liking him. Another character I want to talk about is Hughie. I just really liked how Hughie has gotten in more and more just open with his feelings and more brave with certain things. I know, the relationship between him and Butcher, I've always loved that dynamic. But him and Starlight as well, there's a lot of drama, there's a lot of fallout between him and Starlight for the longest time. But I think eventually realized how stupid he was being. It doesn't matter if he has superpowers or not. Starlight is still going to love him for who he is. And that was always evident to us when they first got together, that it seemed Hughie didn't really seem to care about having powers because he had Starlight. But as the danger grew more and more, I think Hughie felt like he had an obligation to protect Starlight even though she didn't really need him to. It was just really, really cool to see a little bit of redemption there for Hughie. This season was absolutely diabolical. My favorite season so far. It lived up to the hype, lived up to the craziness, the goriness, the weirdness. Like, that's the thing that I've always loved about The Boys, is I don't know what to expect. And that's what's awesome about the show. So, I'm not sure when season 4 is coming out. It was greenlit like before season 3 even dropped. So, for this episode, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 Mudflaps. And before you go, drop in the comments below, who is your favorite member of The Boys? And as always, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and I'll see you next time.